Alright, this is my evaluation of the O2 gig preparation. So the first question is, what are your aims for your O2 gig? My aims personally are to have six original songs ready by the O2 gig, and also play professionally, have professional manner when we playing with our artists. And we're obviously playing with other bands, so it'll be good to obviously act in a professional manner in a way. Also have a fan base, a big fan base by the time we finish college. So obviously, when we do end up either leaving college or going to uni, we've already got a fan base. So if we do release work, we've got a fan base following us. Um, what have you been doing with your band to ensure you achieve your aims and the gigs? So far we've got at least three cover songs, so we're already halfway, and it's only what, February. So we've got a few more months, like 3 more months, until we're actually meant to. We don't really like rushing songs, so what we do is we try to work on an idea and build on it. So we don't really make a song within one day. We just work on you know a song during a long period of time. Um, Fan base wise, we've already got a song already on SoundCloud. So we've already got a SoundCloud page. Also, what's we got? We've got one track on there. We're also going to release another song this week. So it'll be good to keep adding songs so we get a following, and it's got a big follow there. We've also got a Facebook page, so we're already getting followers from people, and yeah, it's really cool. What would you like to gain from your O2 gig? What would I like to gain? It will probably be my first like gig that I've actually organized. Like usually when I'm gigging, because I'm the artist, I don't need to. I don't need to sort out the event. Where it's gonna be. I just pop up, play what I need to play. If it's bass, guitar, keyboard, whatever. But this is my first like actual gig where I had to arrange. Where it's gonna be, who to invite, ticket prices. We are, in a way planning everything and also performing. So this is probably the first gig that I keep saying I have, that we have put ourselves, to do everything. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it pans out at the end. But yeah, it'll be cool to gain just experience, how to manage a band, money, people, and just yeah, have everything sorted. Have you organised any outside gigs yet? We've already got one gig organised. What we had was we had a gig already. We went for a meeting. We had a hall, not a hall, sorry, a building. But it was costing a lot. It was costing £400 for one night. And that was to them that was a decent price, because usually they expect £800. Because the place that we're going to, the venue is huge, and also all the equipment is already catered for. So all we literally need to do is just bring our own guitars, like amps and breakables, like that's already sorted. Drum wise, it's sorted. Mic wise, it's sorted. So all we need to do is just bring our own instrument, like if you have a bass or guitar or whatnot. That was probably the benefit of having that, and we would have our own sound person there too, and we could also sell our own food there and drink. But the price was too expensive. But personally, I think we could have done it because there's seven of us in the band. And if we split the cost by £400, sorry, by 7 people, it would have been like £60. So to me personally, I think it would have been a better idea to actually do it there. Obviously, if we did lose money, it's an experience we've learnt from there. And also the venue as well. There's parking, so it's easier for people to come to as well. But what we done alternatively is we booked a pub called the Bullingdon. There we go, in Carley Road. Um, Much cheaper price, £90 for that one night. Obviously drinks as well will be like alcohol was going to be sold, so obviously the pub will make money off that. And obviously it's what, £90 divided by 7 people. That's all right. That's easy to pay for. So we went more for the cheaper cost, because we're not sure we can invite enough people to pay back the money that we obviously need to pay, the £400, and also we need to raise money for the O2 gigs. So it would have been a lot of money for us to try and recover. um why did you believe it is important for your band to perform their gigs? Um, why? Wait, what? Why do you believe it is important for your band to perform other gigs? Sorry. Um, just the experience needed, and obviously, the more you gig, the more new people you're gonna meet. So, say example, if you do a gig, in Cali, and then next week do it in Whitley or wherever, you know, most likely the same people are not going to show up, but there will be new people there. Like, we're like, oh, there's this, band popping by. You might like to meet more people if you, could go to different places, um, perform at different places as well. So I think that's probably a good reason why you should perform in different places and um and gigs. Yeah, just experience really. I'll go to the next questions. What is your OT final major project job role? So my job role would be what we've done, because we're a really big band. There's 7 of us, so we split the the what's a good word? We split the tasks in yeah, between us. So mine is mainly making sure that we've got songs in our SoundCloud, we've got a fan base on Instagram as one. I'm in charge of the Instagram account, so I make sure that I keep posting stuff, making sure that there's videos there, engaging also with the audience, with the not audience, with the fans in a way. So that's my job, yeah, just making sure that I'm engaging with the audience, and I keep saying audience, with the fan base on Instagram, Facebook, and making sure there's posts. Why do you believe you're suited for this job? Personally, I've always been good at social media stuff. When it comes to Instagram or YouTube, because I've got my own YouTube gaming channel, my vlogging channel. That was, yeah, probably I've learned a lot of stuff running my own YouTube and gaming channel. So obviously, I think I've probably got the most experience when it comes to social media. Um, how do you think the job will be beneficial for you? As I said, I have a lot of experience in social media when it comes to socializing and knowing exactly what to post and what's relevant and what's funny and what's what can actually get people to follow us. What tasks will you be undertaking in a role? I've already explained that. So making sure that engaging with the fans and making sure that I post relevant stuff, not just some random stuff. Yeah. Have you started any of tasks? Have you started any of these tasks already? If not, why? I already have. We've got a Facebook page. We've got a SoundCloud page. We've got an Instagram page. So we're trying to put work out there before we finish college, because it's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder for us to arrange recording sessions and just jamming and practicing, because some of us are going to uni, some of us are going to full-time work, some of us are we're all going to be divided. So it's better we get as much stuff done now, so then when we are available, we can obviously get cracking, and we already know we've got a fan base. So yeah. um Decide on your FMP job role that you will complete starts this week. Wait, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I've already started my FMP, which is making sure that um I'm in charge of the social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and also SoundCloud is another place that we submit our stuff. So obviously we're gonna be like, if there's like a gig, we'll post like a post on Facebook and say, oh, upcoming gig. Then we'll slowly put like example. One day we'll say, oh, it's the venue. Then the next day we'll say what time. Then next day we'll say what day. We just release small bits of information leading up to the place, to the gig, and also making sure that we do tell them in advance time, so then they can obviously book work off, or make sure that they can actually attend. What else is there? Yeah, that's it really. I believe that's all the questions. Yeah, thanks for listening. Yeah.